KSK Book Review, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. All right, this is one I've been waiting to do. Of course, I was turned on to this book because, of course, it's Warren Buffett's #1 recommended book for any stock investor. Of course, it goes over value investing. It was originally written in 1949, about that date. A little before, I think, maybe about 47, I want to say, something like that. But it was edited a couple of times. But anyway, but this book is like, Warren Buffett considers like one of his Bibles when it comes to value investing. It was a book that really got him started. I see why. I read it a year ago, and I really didn't get it. Started investing, and I started to get it a little more. And as I kept reading, and I'm probably gonna have to end up reading it 2 more times, but as I keep reading it, I noticed that I'm starting to get it. A few things from Warren. I don't get it all, but I'm starting to get a little more from it, and the difference in speculating and value investing. Speculating, like nowadays, is something that a lot of us, now speculating is a little more popular than value investing, but value investing for the long term is better. Warren goes into his partner, Charlie Munger. They go into the value investing, stuff like that. Every time I talk about Warren or Charlie, I put on the big silver. Anybody that know about Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett, they'll get the whole silver thing. But anyway, I put that on every time I do a video with them. The big silver chain. But they, of course, they invested in a lot of silver mines and gold mines. Recently, actually, they invested in a lot of gold mines. They didn't buy actual gold and silver physical, because they felt like that would shoot the price up. And according to them, they want to be responsible, even though they had enough money that they can buy pretty much all or almost all of the physical silver if they wanted to. But then that would, of course, shoot the price all the way up, and that wouldn't be responsible, according to Charlie Munger. But they did invest in silver and gold businesses, mines, again with the value investing. They looked out to see what businesses is best, what mining businesses is best, and then they bought a piece of it. It bought a lot of stock in it, big portions in different gold and silver mines, which is businesses. But because gold and silver is going up, and according to Charlie Munger, the silver is going to shoot up. It has more room to grow than silver. Of course, gold is going to go up. Silver is going to go up. But according to Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett, and a lot of other partners, they believe that silver is going to take an even bigger jump. The spread is going to be different. It's going to be a lot more. But anyway, what about the book? So he goes into the value investing. It goes into looking into different companies, looking at how the company has grown, how are they spending their money in the company, how much, if it's a dividend company, how much they're giving, back, and how they're paying the dividends out. So he goes into, all of that. He goes into looking at their balance sheets. He goes into, what type of, what else the business does also, where the value investing goes. And then more value investing, it goes into like long term, like you buy on a stock and you plan to keep it for long term. You plan to keep it for years. You don't plan, it's not speculate. You're not getting in, getting out, getting in. It's just something that you want to stay in, grow, and you'll see your money grow as the business grow. So in order for you to find something that you think that's going to be around for a while, you have to really do your homework, like what Warren did with Coke and Coca-Cola, Apple, and what's the ice cream shop that he has? I forget the name of it. But he has several other different businesses that he have. he's purchased and kept for a long time. A lot of different businesses, and they've done very well. So I plan on actually reviewing all of Warren's recommended books. I'll get through them and figure it out. But again, this book is not. It's a very popular book. You know, a lot of people have already read it. I recommend it. Warren, of course, recommends it. I'm recommending it because of what I've been able to figure out just with reading the book and me actually trading stocks. Few things are making sense, especially by me learning on my own. I don't have anybody showing me how to do all this stuff. I got to figure all this stuff out, and this book is showing me the value in investing part of it. Also, I want to add, with trying to figure. This is just me personally. This is just my opinion. Again, I'm deviating a little bit from the book, but to understand this book and to understand value investing and to understand Warren Buffett and how he is, what I'm figuring out is that you can't just get it from one source. You got to keep reading. And I noticed that Warren said he does a lot of reading. Like, you'll get certain things out of one book, get something else out of another book, get something else out of another news article. You get something else out of the paper, magazine, wherever. But if you keep reading, then especially if you're reading around certain subjects, and then all of a sudden it'll start making sense. I don't know. There's certain things that I saw to invest in, and I said, wait a minute, this I read about this here, I read about it there, I remember hearing about something here, and then it just start kind of coming together. And it makes sense, but it only comes from constantly reading a whole bunch of different stuff around that around that same subject, and you'll start it'll start making sense. You know, in my opinion on some things, you know, but everybody's different. But in my opinion, that's what it is for me with this book, and this one is helping me connect a few of those dots. But I didn't get everything from the book because some of the stuff actually was over my head. And I think it's only going to come from me continuously working on and learning, investing, value investing, and reading. Then I'll be able to completely understand everything that Benjamin Graham had put in this book here. So I would say that from what I got from it, it is connecting a few dots, because the reading it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what he was saying about, you know, with being able to look at companies and see how they grow. He gave examples. I don't know why I can't think of that other the name of the ice cream company that Warren has. I want to say like Daisy Door. I don't know. I mean, well, y'all, I'm sure y'all know which one it is. But anyway, he gave that, and he gave the example of how a lot of people would invest in the cigarette, you know, companies back then, because, you know, I mean, sad to say, but, you know, you would be able to grow with it. And of course, nowadays, they tape it off a little bit, but still growing, you know. And other companies that he invested in early on. And I also thought that it was fascinating that Warren actually made, think about this, Warren actually made 80% of his money after he turned 60. After he turned 60, he made 80% of his money. I was like, wow, just from studying, reading, and being able to pick the right stocks to invest in long term. And it just kept growing, and clearly it worked out for him. So, you know, anything that he suggests, I pretty much look into it. And I plan to do so. I read a few of his other books. I'll do the reviews on those too. But this one is the one that I've really been wanting to do a review on. Again, I didn't go too much into the book because I don't want to give too much of my opinion on it. Because, again, I'm still learning about value investing. So as I'm learning more and more about it, I probably may do another review on it, or I may add to it with another book. But from what I'm seeing, it's helping me. So I would say if anybody's interested in value investing, this is what Warren recommends. How can you go wrong? Benjamin Graham, Warren Buffett's a mentor. look up his books. Actually, I got a few of his books. I was going to do some reviews on that. It's another Charlie Munger book that I'm gonna do that I thought that was really nice. I actually I did that. That was really deep. I see why that's his partner. But anyway, I don't have, it's not too much to say. And the guys who already know about this book, I'm not telling you anything new. They done already blew through this book. They get it. But yeah, value investing, pick it up. Yeah.